Hi everyone, so I'm just making a quick video because we have some pretty bad news. So Heidi yesterday morning was attacked by a stoat. So I'm going to show you her quickly, but please don't watch if you are squeamish. So it's not looking as bad today, but obviously she does have a wound and it's got a couple of drains in as well. So if you're easily freaked out or you're squeamish, please don't look. So I'm going to show you now, and then I will tell you when she's gone. So I'm just with Heidi Bunny now. We're just doing some critical care because she's not currently eating again yet. So sorry about the shadows, I'm filming at night. Heidi, hi. So she's looking a lot better today, a lot more perky, thank goodness. It was really bad. So I'm trying to show you her little face, but I've just given her some critical care and I've got it everywhere, so she's just hiding herself up. I'm pretty messy with critical care. She's got an odd mouth to find. It's really hard to find her mouth, so I end up squidging critical care all over herself, and she's quite a clean bunny, so she doesn't like that very much. So she's just got a little shaved bit here on her ear, and that's where she had a drip in. She was on fluids all of last night. She was in the vets overnight, and we only just got her back today, so she was on fluids. But she's been weeing because of that, and she has pooed a couple of times, which is really good. We're really closely monitoring her poos. Obviously this is the wound here with a couple of drains in it, so she does look like Frankenstein bunny. Oh, there's some really squidgy poos there. That's great. On my rug. That's nice. Normally she's a very clean rabbit, but she's obviously got more important things to worry about at the moment. Heidi Bun. So she is a lot more active, thank goodness. Hi Bun. Good girl. So she's looking, oh, she's looking interested in things, which is amazing. She still hasn't eaten any solid food, so we are trying. We've got some lettuce and some cucumber and some cabbage, some carrots, some forage, basically trying absolutely everything we can. So that hopefully she'll eat. Oopsie, I don't think you can stand up on your back legs at the moment. So there she is, and I'll take the camera off her now. So squeamish guys, you can look back around. So this is her setup. So it's a 3x3. Obviously she's got quite limited, she's only allowed to move a little bit at the moment. So she's got fleece, she's got part of her carrier there, the top bit's there with some vet bedding. Oh, she's starting to wander around, which is amazing. Oh, I'll just show you her again because she's just flopped down by the side of the cage. That is adorable. And we've got some more poos, which is amazing, and these are well-formed poos, so that is really, really good. Never thought I'd be so excited about rabbit poo. So she's got a little bunny tree, and we're just going to grab her some hay. Like I say, we only just got her back. She's got some water and all her nice things there. So basically, I'll just show you her butt and avoid her wound on the top of her head. So basically my boyfriend, I'd already gone to work, and my boyfriend went in to check on Heidi before he went to work. He went in to check her before he went, and he noticed a slight abrasion on the back of her head. And she had gone sort of floppy, so he panicked, went indoors to get her carrier, called the vet, and then by the time he'd got back, there was a really big wound on the back of her head, and he actually saw a stoat disappearing from out of her enclosure. Obviously when we built her enclosure, we cemented it all in, we fox-proofed it, there's chicken wire, we thought we'd done a really good job in predator proofing, but I didn't realise how small stoats were. We've only just moved back down to the country, obviously after living in a town, and stoats aren't an issue in the middle of the town. So we did not realise that they could get in and they were about, and that they could do so much damage. So basically he rushed her to the vets. She was in all day, all night. So I went up to see her after work yesterday. I held her before she went to the overnight vet clinic, which was sort of a different vet surgery, so she was transported there. But I went to see her first, and it was looking a lot worse than it is now. A lot of blood, and sort of obviously her drains were draining out grossness, so sort of gave her a cuddle, sort of ended up with blood on me. It was really traumatic, to be honest. You know, said bye to her, and she got shipped off to the other vets for overnight treatment. So there's a staff team there all night, so they carried on administering fluids and syringe feeding her every hour. She was very lethargic. She was actually on opioids apparently, so for pain relief, so she was a bit out of it. So she's still on obviously Metacam, she's on now for pain relief, and then she's also on antibiotics because it was an animal bite, so to prevent infection. And then obviously the drains will drain off grossness. So yeah, but it's looking a lot better today. She's actually perked up so much, thank goodness. She's started to sort of hop round, she's pooing. Obviously she's just flopped, so she's pretty comfortable, which is really, really good. So we're going to be syringe feeding her every hour. She's got some more pain relief and antibiotics at midnight. And yeah, so we've had a bit of a... She's in the wars bit at the moment. So yeah, there's Heidi Bun. I'll show you her again quickly. So look away, you guys who don't want to see. But actually it's not looking too bad at the moment. So they cleaned it up really nicely, and it's not looking anywhere near as bad as it was, thank goodness, because it was quite scary. I actually, when I was in the vets, I actually started to feel really faint when I was holding her, so I gave her back to the vet nurse that was there, and she had to flip up a bin upside down for me to sit on, and I had to put my head between my legs, and pretty embarrassing vet trip, to be honest. But thank goodness they've done an amazing job. They've looked after her really well. Sort of I've been ringing them throughout the day, all day, like, hi, just checking, is Heidi okay? So there she is. Hey! So we're gonna continue to clean up her wound as well and make sure the drains stay open, and clean up any gank that comes out. But there we go, that's not too bad a shot actually. You can see her pretty face without all the nastiness, but it was a really big place on the back of her head, and I'm so glad that they've managed to do what they've done, and she seems to be doing really well. Obviously she's back in the vets tomorrow morning, and they said all being well, hopefully the drains can come out on Friday, if not on Monday. So they seem to be pretty optimistic with how she's doing. They all fell in love with her. She is a fairly lovable bunny. She's such a character. But there she is. So that's our news, really. So, yeah, apparently stoat attacks are fairly common down here. They said they've seen quite a few, obviously a few fatalities, and they've managed to save a few as well. Apparently that's what stoats do. They go for the neck. That's how you can tell it's a stoat attack, apparently. And they go for the spinal cord. So we are so lucky that it seems to be fairly superficial. So it doesn't seem to have gone down to muscle because she's moving her head around fine. So I think it is just sort of superficial. It's so lucky. My boyfriend went back in. When he did, I think a couple of more minutes and she would definitely be gone. So luckily he went back in. He did actually see the stoat leaving as well. So yeah, so obviously she'll be staying inside for the minute anyway until she's better. She'll probably be staying in over winter because she'll acclimatise to being inside, and then it wouldn't be fair to put her back out in the middle of winter. It would be too much of a shock. So she'll probably end up starting to shed her winter coat because she's very fluffy at the moment. So luckily she's put on some winter trunk as well, so she's in good shape, which is really good. But yeah, she'll probably be staying in over the winter anyway, But obviously we will make major adjustments to her accommodation before we thought about putting her out again anyway. So here's little grumpy Heidi Bun. I'm going to try and give her a bit more critical care in a minute. They've given me this syringe, which is great actually. It's a lot bigger than the syringes I've been using for critical care up until now. So you can mix up a much thicker paste, and it still comes out the syringe. Normally the syringe ends are tiny and it clogs it up and it's a bit of a nightmare. So there's Heidi Bunny, and this is where she's staying at the moment. This is the spare room in the new house that I will update you all about shortly. I've sort of been disappeared off YouTube for quite a long time, and that's because we've been renovating this property, and I just honestly have not had time between trying to do the house, look after the pets, obviously working. There hasn't been any time, but I'm hoping that I can get back to it soon. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and keep Heidi in your thoughts. Hopefully she'll be a bit more like herself and sort of start to pick up a bit over the next couple of days, but I will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. This is a stubborn bunny who does not want to eat her critical care. Oh dear. Which is really good, because it means that she's perking up, because she is a stubborn bunny, and if she's not eating her medicine or her critical care, it means that she's got some of her fight back. She's currently chewing out all the critical care that I left in her fur, but she will not eat it. Sometimes she eats it off a spoon. We've had her poorly before and she's ate it off a spoon, but she is not doing that either. She is being stubborn as hell, aren't you? So there's her pretty little face. We've also been, where is my finger, collecting up all her poos, which seems really weird, but the vet wanted to know exactly how many poos she'd done when we bring her back tomorrow morning, so collecting up her poos like a crazy animal lady. So most of them are well formed, which is good, but there's some that aren't, isn't there? Hey? Where is even your mouth? I don't know if it's because she's uncomfortable at the moment, but she hasn't got a neck. There's just her mouth and then her body. So I'm trying to get critical care in her mouth, but it's really hard to find her mouth. Yeah. Okay. She's also got a little sore patch on the top of her head. You.